everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios. And today we are on day 7 of our 31 days of Halloween, October daily, MemoryDex style. Now I've had some bumps in the road this morning, but I did promise you that every 7 days we would be doing a shaker card and that I would use one of those to walk you through the steps of actually doing a shaker element. And that's what I'm going to do today. Now, I had multiple starts that didn't work out, and then the final video that I did was 25 minutes long. That would take a lot of bandwidth for me today to suck up to get the video uploaded. So, I have that piece done. What I thought I'd do is just come back and show you the components of creating the MemoryDex, creating the shaker card. So let's get started. First off, this is our inspiration piece. It is by Aunty Vera's Scrap and Craft at blogspot.com. I will leave her blog link and her Pinterest inspiration piece in the description box below. I hope you'll come check it out. So we're just going to focus on this part today, and then I'll show you where I came up with the finished product, okay? There are multiple components to doing a shaker. You will need a base. Let me pull a white card down here so you can see. You will need a base, okay? Now, I chose this because of the spider web in the background, and when I did that, I centered my die over one of the spider webs so that it would be, so it would show up, okay? So we have that. Then, you're going to need something that creates your depth so that your shakers can move. Now, I have used the layering circles from Spellbinders to create this, and I did a bigger one on the outside. This is the same size that your base is, and then you need to cut a center out to create your window, okay? And let me see. This is what she's done here. There's a window there. So you do that, and you wind up with extra pieces you can save for another project. And you can see I layered them on here so I could pay attention to making sure that they were relatively even all the way around as far as space goes. And I held them in place with my low-tack mint tape when I cut them. So I have that, and we're going to try not to lose those dies. Because, you know, I'm good at losing dies. I still can't find one of my graphic 45 ones. But I still have lots of cleaning to do. It's here somewhere. I've never taken it out of the house, so it's here. Now, when I'm doing foam or I'm gluing acetate, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, as soon as I catch up to my chair rolling away on me, this is my glue of preference. When I'm doing anything that has a slick surface, I like the Cosmic Shimmer Specialist acrylic glue. I buy this from Spectrum Art Creations, and if you are watching this afternoon, they are live at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our weekly Saturday sale. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to take it off this white card because this is my photo mat, and I don't want to get it nasty. But I have some wax text here I can use. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to use my Cosmic Shimmer. And before I glue to the base, I'm going to glue my 2 layers together. Now, if you have a really thick craft foam, you don't need to cut 2 of these. Or if you're doing a standard square where you can use dimensional strips, or you can use window sealing. Anything that has a straight edge, you don't have to use 2 layers because they're usually pretty thick on their own, okay? Now I'm going to do this again, and it doesn't matter which is top and which is bottom. It really doesn't, but you do need to give this a minute to dry. So I'm going to try and level that up. Let me get my cheaters on so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to go back around this one again with another layer of the Cosmic Shimmer. And I'm going to glue my back piece in place. And when I get components done, I'll show you what papers I used. They were retired from Stampin' Up. But see how by cutting that circle, I was able to center that spider web in the center? Okay, and I'm going to squish that down and hold it for just a minute while I talk about I used the spider web from Monster Bash. It was a retired Halloween collection from our Holiday 2019 catalog. And I also used, you're going to see that I used the bottles in the background. Okay? And then I used this from Spooky Night. I'm trying to pull that up out of the way. Okay, I think that's safe now. And you can see that I kind of stretched it out of shape a little bit. We'll push that back in there. If you can leave this and let it sit good, you're fine. Now, somewhere on this table, I have a piece of acetate that I had cut. There we go. Now, acetate with dies usually don't cut all the way through very well. But they do give you a good crease line to follow. And so I'll just go back in here with my regular scissors. And I will cut out on that line. And again, if you're doing a straight piece, just use your trimmer and cut a square or a rectangle, anything that's got straight sides. You don't have to worry about using dies. You just want whatever your shape of your shaker needs to be. 1 week we are going to be doing a casket, coffin, whatever you want to call it. So that one's going to be fun. Okay. And then I'm going to, before I glue that into place, now that we have this well, we can come back in with our shaker components. Now, when I had this open a while ago, I popped it open and glitter went everywhere. So I'm trying to be really careful. And I just want to tap a little bit of green glitter in there. And I did that for a color. Okay, and then I have these small sequins from Stampin' Up. They were from a Have a Cuppa collection several years ago. And I'm just going to, again, just tap in a few of those. The colors are perfect, and this was a multiple size collection. So if you ever see me use anything that is retired from Stampin' Up, check Etsy or eBay. You're bound to find somebody who has stuff to get rid of. And then I have this collection that I bought from Recollections when I was in Springfield last week, and it has black spiders and it has gold spider webs. And I'm just going to drop a spider web in there, and I'm going to drop one of these black spiders in there. Now, those spider webs, their spiders are white on the back, so you want to be careful if you want the black side showing to make sure you get that up. And then I have some little clear, they're kind of a holographic mini star, and I'm going to use my ice cream spoon, sample ice cream spoon for this, because I don't want a bunch. Number one, because that's all I have left. And I forgot to use them in the card, actually. Now we can come back and we can do our acetate on here. And I'm not finishing this completely because I forgot to cut a piece for this one, but I can show it to you in the final piece. So that's my Cosmic Shimmer glue. And then you come back with your acetate sheet. Now this is going to squish, and it's fine because Cosmic Shimmer glue does dry clear. And then I'm just going to leave that set, okay? And then when it's dry, I will come back and let me show you the other piece. I cut the same circle that I cut, same way that I cut the black foam, I cut with silver foil. And I glued it over top, okay? Then I made a bow with black and orange baker twine, and I doubled that up. And I had a nice big, so that I got some thickness to my bow. So I had a double string, and then I tied my bow, okay? And after I tied my bow, I cut a couple of the strings short, but I left one of them relatively long, and I glued onto the back of my spider. Now these spiders are spider wings rings from Dollar Tree, and you simply go in and cut the back off just like that. And you have a spider that you can put on going towards your web. The web in the background is a retired set of spider doilies from Stampin' Up. I stocked up on those puppies when I could get them. And the paper again is from Stampin' Up's Monster Bash collection. And I thought the creepy part with all the jars with the specimens in it was perfect. And that's why I have the creepy here. And I'm going to cut this one off a little bit. I got to make sure I don't use my fabric scissors. Let's get my fabric scissors out of the way. And I'm just going to clip those off. And I'm going to get out my glue dots. I have a massive collection of glue dots from Stampin' Up because they were in just about every paper pumpkin. And you never use them all. So they're great to have on hand. Now, she has hers. Can't get to my, here it is. And I knew I was going to try to loosen that die. She has her creepy up here at the top, but I needed to have a place to put my number. So I'm going to run creepy across here. And here's the thing I have to keep in mind. Oh, and I didn't glue that down there either. Well, I guess I need to do that. I need to make sure that when I do this, it doesn't stick out from underneath, stick past my card. So I may have to go through and cut a smaller one of those. And I can do that really quick right here. I created this on my computer, and I created multiple sizes because I wasn't sure what was going to fit. So I'm just going to do this, come back in with my pointies, and snake tail that one, just like that. And see, now that one will fit better up there, and I can scoot this over just like that. And I can even shorten those. I've lost my, there he is, lost my grabby tool. I'm going to put a glue dot on there, and I'm going to burnish them on there. And that's one of the things, when you use glue dots or double-sided tape, take a minute to give it a burnish and really impress it into your paper, and you'll have less challenge of it coming off. Now I am going to dust this with my Tim Holtz Black Soot. I don't want that stark white. And now I can put it on there, just like that. I'm going to flip this over, put another glue dot on the back. Again, give it a burnish. And when you burnish it, a lot of times that paper will just come right off. And then you know your tape's in good. And then I'm going to put this just like this. I want to be able to get it on there so I can do that and keep it inside. Keep it inside. Let's go there. And then this has to get down. And I'm going to use my Tombow for that because the Tombow will glue paper to paper just fine. I got to move him over just a hair. And there is our day 7 of our 31 days of Halloween October Daily MemoryDex style. I will see you back here tomorrow afternoon with day 8. In the meantime, remember that Spectrum Art has a live sale today on their channel. Information will be in the description box. Hope to see you. Come see you. Hope to see you there. 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss this crazy, spooky Halloween ride. Creative blessings.